Namaste. Hello and welcome to your class. I'd like to share a parable with you on letting it go, letting go and just coming to some stillness. And the story goes like this. So the Buddha was walking along in the early days, and he was walking along with some of his disciples, and they walked past a river, and the Buddha said to one of his disciples, "I'm really thirsty, can you get me something to drink?" We'll all sit down in the shade. So they all sat down, and the disciple went over to the river. But as he got closer to the river, he saw that there were people washing clothing in the river. There was a bull cart about to go through the river, and he saw that the water was completely muddy, and he thought, "I can't give this to the Buddha to drink." So he went back to the Buddha and he said to him, "I'm sorry, Master, but the water is just too muddy." "Ah," said the Buddha, "that's okay, let's sit down and take some rest." So they all sat down for a while, and after a few moments or a couple of minutes, the Buddha said, "I think I'd really like that drink of water, please." And the disciple got back up again and he went down to the river, and he saw that the people had finished washing and the bull cart had passed through, and the water had become quite clear. So they took some water in a container up to the Buddha for him to drink. And the Buddha was grateful. He took the water and he drank it, and then he said, the lesson to learn here from the water is our mind's like this water. Sometimes we wake up or we find ourselves in a situation where the mind is restless and busy and muddy. And if we dive in and try and sort it out ourselves, and we'll only create more mud. But if we just step away and we sit in silence for a few moments, the mud will settle and the water will become clear. Same way the mind will settle, the thoughts will settle, and we will find clarity for moving forward. Let's take that advice from the Buddha. When you find yourself unsettled and disturbed, sit in stillness. Sit in stillness. Observe your breath, not your thoughts. Observe your breath and allow the thoughts to settle. Let's enjoy our practice together. Namaste. Let's come into our tabletop position, and we're going to spread the fingers wide on the mat, and then just begin to make lovely big circles with your hips, pressing back and moving around and forward. And as you move through your hips, can you feel how this feels in your heels of your hands and in your wrists? Now move to the other side. Begin to make big circles in the opposite direction. Just notice how you're feeling in your hips, in your knees, in your lower back, in your shoulders, and in your wrists. Just do 2 more. Coming back to stillness. Turn your fingers to face towards your knees. Walk your knees in a little closer and begin to sit your buttocks down. Feel the stretch here through the inner sides of your arms. Keep pressing the heels down and keep your shoulders soft. Take 1 more inhale and exhale. From here, coming all the way up, place the very backs of your hands on the earth. Bring your forehead towards the earth and hug your elbows in. Maybe begin to pull the arms forward a little, so you deepen the stretch now into the front sides of your wrists. Inhale, coming all the way up. Place your hands to face outwards. Step back into your tabletop. Drop your belly down. Inhale, lift the heart, lift up. Exhale and round. Keep spreading the fingers on the earth. Again, inhale and exhale. Just 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one now. Inhale and exhale. From here, sitting back into your Virasana, sitting on your heels. Inhale, reach the arms up and begin to make open and close the fingers. Now, as you're ready, begin to take your hands forward, not in a hurry, just keep opening and closing. Take your hands almost coming down towards the earth. Keep up here, open and closing, and then reach your arms slowly up again. Maybe go a little faster with the hands if you can. Coming all the way up. Beautiful. And then from here, swing the hands around. Press your hands into prayer from the heels of the hands to the tips of the fingers. Begin to move your thumb towards your sternum, lift the sternum, and press through the heels of the hands. Take 2 more breaths. Now flip your fingers downwards. Keep pressing into the heels of the hands. Breathing here. And then just flip your fingers around. Press the backs of the hands together. And then make fists and begin to roll your wrists one way. And then roll the other way. Good. Place your left hand down. Reach your right arm up and over. Look up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. Come back over to the other side. Nice, so that's lovely warmth into the wrists. Let's roll the shoulders back. 2, 3, and 4. Let's take it in the opposite direction. 1, 2, notice what's happening. 3 and 4. Inhale, reach the arms up. Flip your hands so that you're pressing the heels of the hands towards each other. Inhale, exhale, bend through the elbows. Inhale, press back up. From here, flip your hands back around, come forward into your eagle, lift the elbows, draw them down, inhale and lift, exhale, draw down, 1 more, inhale and lift, exhale, draw down, inhale and lift, release the arms all the way up, bend through your right arm, take an inhale, and exhale, swing your left hand around and find your fingertips. Take an inhale here. Exhale, if it's available, begin to fold forward. Take 1 full inhale and exhale. Inhale, rising all the way up. Release your right hand to the earth. Take your left arm up and over. Coming all the way up and take it to the other side. Good. Coming all the way up, reach the arms out wide and then take them up. Now flip them around the opposite way to where you've been. Reach the fingertips up, bend the elbows, press them back up. Now flip the back of the hands to touch, draw forward, find your eagle arms to the other side. Inhale, lift the elbows up high, exhale, pull them down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, draw down. 1 more time. Inhale and lift. Exhale and draw down. Inhale and lift. Hold here for a moment. Release the hands, bending through your left arm. Draw it in behind you. Perhaps you stay here. Maybe take your right hand around and find your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. If it's available, begin to fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up, releasing, taking your left hand down, right arm up and over, back to the other side. Feel the heat that's built up in your shoulders. Just 1 more. Interlace the hands behind the back. Reach the fingertips down, try keep the heels of the hands touching, and then pull the arms away from you. Take one more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. From here, releasing, we're going to come into our lower back. Make sure you're in your tabletop. Drop your belly down. Inhale, lift the heart, look up. Exhale and round. From a rounded spine, do 3 big spinal circles one way. And then in the other way. Press the back ribs up. And then one more time, drop the belly, lift the heart, look up. Exhale and round. Cross the ankles, come to sit all the way back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist over towards your left side. Draw the navel up and in. Look over your right shoulder. Take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach the arm up and fold over your right leg. Breathing here. Inhale, come back to center. Both arms touch. Take your left hand to your right knee. Look over your right shoulder. Twist. Take your right arm up and fold over your left knee. Stretching here. Inhale, coming all the way up. Let's work into our core. Take your legs out in front of you. Lift up onto the toes. Take your legs up. Spread the arms forward. And breathe here. Place your feet on the earth, hands behind you. Inhale and lift. Drop your buttocks down. Inhale, lift back up into your Navasana. Place your feet down, lift into your Ukitasana. Drop your buttocks down, lift back up into Navasana. Coming down, lift into your Ukitasana. Bring the buttocks down, crossing through the ankles. Place your hands on the earth and lift into your downward facing dog. Gently pedal the legs out, moving the hips a little from side to side. Come into stillness and breathe. So we focused in the different parts of the body. Now we'll do some flows just to warm us. Walk your feet to the top of the mat. When you get to the top, soften your knees, swing your hands behind the back, interlace the fingers and draw the arms up and over. Let's just hang forward here. Bend your knees deeply, sit the buttocks down, inhale, swing up into Ukitasana. Forward fold, swing the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, reach the arms up and over. You can keep a softness in your knees if you need. Drop back down, come into Ukitasana. Last one, come forward, wrap the hands behind the back, reach the arms up and over. See if you can maybe bring the heels of the hands together, and perhaps this time you feel ready to straighten your legs. Please, no force. One more inhale. And exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, rising back up. Ukitasana. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up. Find a little back bend. Open up through the front of the body. Hands come together before the heart. Samastitihi. Releasing the hands down by the side as we prepare for Surya Namaskar. Inhale, stretch the arms up, find a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold, bring the hands to the earth. Inhale, long spine, look forward. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back, lift the heart, look to the top. Step your left foot back, take a full inhale. Exhale, bring your knees, your chin and your chest down. Rise forward into a cobra, hug the elbows in. Exhale, release back down, curl the toes under, and find downward facing dog. Take a full inhale, and exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Draw the right knee to your right elbow. Extend the leg away. Take the knee to your left. Extend the leg away. Take your knee to your nose. Extend the leg away. Step your foot through between the hands. Lift the heart, look forward. Step the left to meet the right, big toes touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Little back bend. Exhale, melt back down to the earth. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back. Drop the knee, lift the heart, look up. Step your right foot back. Take your plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chin and chest coming down. Rise up into your cobra. Exhale, release down, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Press through the right foot, inhale, take your left leg up. Bring your knee to your left elbow. Extend it away. Take your knee to your right. Extend it away. Take your knee to your nose. Step your foot through. Lift the heart, look forward. Step the right foot to meet the left. Big toes touch. And fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands together before the heart. Round one. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Take an inhale. Yogi's choice, knees on or off the mat, Chaturanga. Maybe upward facing dog, maybe cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg. Bend the knee, yawn it open. Take your right knee to your left elbow. Come back up and open. Take your knee to your right. Come back up and open. Take the knee to the nose. Step it through. Lift the heart, look forward. Step your left foot to meet the right long spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, come back down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Find your plank pose. Yogi's choice, knees on or off the mat, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend the knee, yawn it open. Take your knee to your right elbow. Go back up and open the hip. Take it to your left. Go back up, open your hip, take your knee to the nose. Extend the leg back. Step the foot through between the hands. Step your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands together before the heart. Round two. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, coming down. Inhale, long spine, Yogi's choice. Right leg or jump back into your plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Step with the right foot or jump forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Last one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, walk, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, step or jump. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands together before the heart. Round 3. Take a few moments here. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sit into Ukitasana. Take a full inhale. And exhale, one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the earth. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, walk, step or jump back. Flow through Chaturanga. Maybe you skip these if you need. Lift your right leg up. Bring the knee towards the nose, step your foot through, press your back heel down. Inhale, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Stay here for 3 breaths. Release the hands to the earth, step back into your plank pose, flow through, and meet in downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Step the left foot all the way through. Press your right heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Sink deeply into the front hip. Take your gaze up or straight ahead. 3 breaths. Release the hands to the earth. Step back through your Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Bring your elbows down towards the earth. Interlace your fingers. And let's breathe here in our Dolphin Pose. Walk your feet away, coming into your forearm plank. Separate the fingers. Separate the hands, spread the fingers. Awaken up into Manipura, into your core. Drop your hips to the earth. Find your Sphinx pose. Take one more inhale and exhale. Releasing the chest, curling the toes under, press straight up to plank pose. You've got this. And downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Take a hold of your block. Grab it onto the short edge. Inhale, come into Ukitasana. Press into your block. Take a full inhale. Exhale, sit a little lower. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Bringing your block to the earth. Inhale, long spine. Lift the heart, look forward. Exhale, walk, step or float back. Work through Chaturanga. Back to downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Step your right foot through between the hands. Press your back heel down. Take a hold of your block. Inhale, rise up. Sink deeply into the front knee. Take your gaze up. Press your hands into your block. Breathe here. Release your block to the earth. Take a flow, and you can begin to practice a three-legged flow if you wish. Take an inhale and exhale. Pressing through your right foot, lift your left leg up. Step your foot through between your hands. Drop your back heel down. Take a hold of your block. Inhale, rise up. Exhale and sink. Take the gaze up. Release your block back down to the earth. Step back into your three-legged dog. Take a flow, mindfully, slowly. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Now working the elbows to the earth at the same time. Drop your elbows down. Interlace your fingers and come into your dolphin pose. This time press through your left foot. Take your right leg up to the ceiling. Drop your right foot down. Inhale, take your left leg up. Dropping down. Walk your feet away. Come into your forearm plank. Separate your arms. Separate your hands. Spread the fingers. Drop your belly down. Inhale. If you can, straighten the arms. And come into your Sphinx pose or your seal pose. When you're ready, release all the way down. Curl the toes under. Lift the legs, press up into your plank pose and then downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Big toes touch. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, step or float. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Drop down and sit into your squat. Press the hands together before the heart in prayer. Two more breaths. Pressing the hands into the earth. Inhale, lift your hips up high, toe your feet in towards each other, long spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Gently bring your palms to touch. Maybe find your Kali Mudra. Now bend into Ukitasana. Keep reaching the fingertips forward, sit a little lower. Keep the heart lifted and open. Engage in Manipura, the center of the body. Take one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, bring your hands to the earth. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, walk, step or float back. Work through Chaturanga. Come to downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Roll forward into your plank pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Shift the weight into your right hand. Inhale, take your left arm up. Take one more inhale and exhale. Reach your hand to grab a hold of your top big toe and extend the leg up. Or just lift up through your top leg. Take one more inhale and exhale. Reaching all the way back to your plank. Drop in through Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up, step the right foot through between the hands. Press the back heel down, bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot, maybe on a block. Reach the left arm up, look towards the fingers. Take one more inhale and exhale. Let's activate the core, draw the top arm over the ear and take your bottom hand forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend into your warrior, flip the front palm and reverse. Windmill your hands down to the earth. Step back, right leg towards the ceiling. And then take your extended Chaturanga, one leg lifted. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Ripple forward into your plank pose. Roll over to the left side. Take your right arm up. Breathe here. Now lifting your right leg, maybe peace grip the big toe, maybe just lift the leg and reach it towards the ceiling. Take your Chaturanga all the way through. Take a full inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Step your left foot through between the hands. Maybe your left hand goes on a block. On the inside of your left foot, right heel presses down, straighten both legs. Trikonasana. Come into the shape, looking up towards the fingertips, straightening the legs. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Reach the top hand forward and over. Stay here. Or activate the core and lift your bottom hand. Inhale, rise up. Find warrior two. Flip the front palm and reverse. Windmill the hands down to the earth. Step your left leg up high. Three-legged dog. Choose how you wish to flow. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Two more breaths here. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring your thumbs to touch and then jump to Manipura. Bring your hands into prayer. Perhaps using the blocks to provide some height, maybe not. Let's take our Vinyasa crow pose. Jump the feet together, spread the hands wide. This is the first, or actually the second of our arm balances. Bashistasana was the first side plank. Inhale, coming all the way up, lifting through the toes. And then reach all the way back down, hands together before the heart in prayer. Place your hands to the earth. Inhale, lift the hips. Toe heel the feet in towards each other. Make sure you have a block handy in front of you. We'll be needing it in a moment. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Palms touch. Hands together before the heart. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, coming down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, walk, step or jump back. Take Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and exhale. Now when you're ready, take your block and use it to space your hands 1 block distance apart. So you'll notice that your index finger and your thumb are hugging the block, pressing to the earth. Now when you're ready, from here, bring your elbows down. Try and bring your elbows in as narrow as your shoulders. Press your hands into the earth. And let's breathe here. Inhale, take your right leg up if it's available. Dropping your right foot down, take your left leg up. Dropping your left foot down, walking all the way back to find your forearm plank. Take your right hand to your left elbow, roll onto the edge of your right foot and take your left arm up. Maybe stay here, maybe take your top leg up. Dropping down, coming back through, swapping it over to the other side. Forearm plank to forearm Bashistasana. Maybe lift your top leg up. Dropping all the way down, coming into your Sphinx pose. Use your block to help with the spacing of your hands in your Sphinx. We almost at our peak pose. Release all the way down, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under, lift the knees, press up to your plank pose, and then take downward facing dog. Bring your big toes to touch, bring your thumbs to touch. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, step or jump, and land into your squat. Taking the block out of the way, just jump your big toes to touch, and then bring your elbows to the earth. Now from here, lean forward, take your knees in towards your armpits, and lift your feet. Cross the ankles, sitting all the way down, take your right leg over the left, take your right hand behind you and twist. Coming back to center, swapping it around. Taking your left hand behind you and twist. Coming back to center, take your mat up towards the wall. Take a hold of your block. Take your hands either side of the block as we practiced. Bring the elbows in underneath the shoulders. Maybe walking a little closer than you think you need to be, but you might have to adjust. Inhale, lift your hips. Come into your Dolphin Pose. Now you're most welcome, if this is
showing to be enough for you, building the strength, please stay here. Otherwise, step your feet into the wall, and you might have to work yourself a little closer or a little further away from the wall. When you're ready, come all the way down, bring your forehead onto your block, take your hands down by the sides and release through the shoulders. Inhale, coming all the way up. Just for a moment, take your block out to the side and come into your Dolphin Pose. Interlace your fingers, press the baby fingers to the earth. Lift up into Dolphin. Now I want to find some strength here. This is our Manipura arm balancing class. So we're really working into the core. This whole practice has been activating and stimulating into our core, into our Manipura chakra. Inhale, roll forward now. See if you can bring your chin to the far side of your fingers and then roll back. Can we do 4, 5 or 6 more? And then come back to child's pose. Take your time. Finding movement and strength in your shoulders. Drop your knees down when you've completed your rounds and come back into child's pose. Let the shoulders hang forward heavily. So, how are you doing? Coming to our second round of pinch-up. Again, find that spacing, mark it out. Come up and against the wall. Now remember, you're not pressing into the block, you're pressing into the earth. The block is just there because what happens is when we go up, the hands tend to want to draw together because we change and we rotate into the shoulders, which is no good. We want to keep them open, so the block is merely a spacer to keep our alignment. So your hands are just hugging onto the floor around the block, not hugging onto the block. Inhale, lift the hips. You're welcome to stay here if this is enough for you, or come and bring your feet back to the wall again. Maybe this time lift one foot up, come back down and lift the other. Back against the wall, maybe hold here or come down, head on, forward on the block, hands down by the sides. Inhaling, coming up. Take your right arm across the body, hold it here, maybe look to the right and then look to the left. Do the other side, opposite arm across, maybe look to the left and then look to the right. Releasing down and roll the shoulders. So you have an opportunity to repeat anything that we've done, and if you find that you fatigued, then that's as far as you go. You can then come into practicing just on the knees. And as you here, work your elbows in towards each other and find that activation into the upper arms and the shoulder girdle. And notice if your belly drops, really get lifting through the core. Manipura. Engage there. So that's perfect for you to do that a little bit. If you want other options, you can do dolphin, you can do dolphin push-ups, you can do downward facing dog. Otherwise, let's turn around and come towards the wall with our block. You're going to use, again, the block as spaces. Lift the hips. Come to a downward facing dog. Now, if and when you're ready, lift one leg up. Stay here for a few breaths. Lift the other leg up. stay for a few breaths. And then if and when you're ready, please be mindful and respectful to your body. Perhaps you kick up against the wall. Now keep looking down towards the earth. Notice how you want to sag, hug in through Manipura, and then come back down and rest in Child's Pose. So really important in our pincher is that we don't want to just throw out the front ribs. We need to think of Manipura that sits right in the center, and it's like you're hugging your ribs in towards each other to find that bind, and that's going to hold you. So I'm going to demonstrate quickly when I drop out of Manipura and when I engage into Manipura so that you can see the difference, and then find that within your own body. So if you just take a look, I'll lift up into pincher. So I'm in my pincher. Now I'm going to drop out of my core, and then I'm going to come back into my core. So it's a little bit difficult to talk as I'm doing that, but if you find that when you're upside down, you're losing this connection here, then you need to shorten hip points to ribs, hug them in so that you can find the core. Another great way to explain it is if you were just standing and someone punched you in your tummy, you'd be pulled in, and that's the action that we want to find when we're upside down. Let's do 2 or 3 more. And for those of you who are wanting a little bit more of a challenge, you can begin to move away from the wall. Knowing the wall is there will maybe give you a bit more confidence, and then start jumping up and finding your balance without the wall. Beautiful. We'll just play here for 2 or 3 more minutes, finding the best arm balance for ourselves. Again, once you know how to maintain the distance in the hands, you can practice without the block, but use the block as long as you need. And while you're practicing, if you have any questions around this, send me an email, and then perhaps we can workshop whatever those questions are. If you find that you need some advice in some aspects of the pose, just shoot me an email. When you're ready, come into your child's pose again, letting your head rest on the block. Inhale, coming all the way up, just removing your blocks. You can keep your mat where it is or move it back to where you started, whatever you prefer. And then taking both blocks, if you don't have blocks, please take pillows. And just for a moment, come to lie down, bringing your arms onto the blocks, forehead on the mat. Let the big toes touch, heels fall apart. And remembering that story of the Buddha, if the mind is full, just step away, focus on your breath, and allow the mind to settle. Are you ready? Removing the block. So we're going to do a little shoulder open, and that's going to require some core strength. If you don't have the core strength and you feel you're just going to drop onto your arms, just roll on your back and start from there. But otherwise, I'll demonstrate. Roll onto the very right side of the mat. Take your right arm around and up. Take your left arm up and maybe 5 fingers. Now roll over onto your back. Mindfully, now use your core strength here to land, so you don't drop onto your wrists or your elbows. But this is lovely lying here because it is a beautiful stretch into the wrists, into the shoulders. If you want, you can bring your legs into Bashistasana. Release. Your left hand is palm facing up, your right hand palm facing down. Releasing, rolling all the way back onto your belly. And then let's take our weight over to the left side of the mat. Take your left hand around the bottom and up. Take your right arm and let the palm touch the back body. When you're ready, mindfully roll over, and now you use your core so that you slowly, without crushing wrists or elbows, come to lie on your back. There should be a lovely stretch for your shoulders and your wrists. Maybe bring the soles of the feet together and rock the knees out. Breathe here. Coming all the way back to center. From here, lying in the middle of your mat, bending through the legs. Grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet. Inhale, kick your legs away, lift up, and then mindfully roll onto your right side. Squeeze your feet together, your inner thighs together, the shoulder blades together. When you're ready, roll back to center, back over to the other side. Come back to center, kick the legs up and lift up into your full back bend. Releasing all the way down. Release your legs, press back to Child's Pose. This time, bring your knees to touch. Hands down by the side, forehead on the earth. Inhaling slowly, coming all the way up to seated. And we're going to neutralize with some forward bends. Take your legs out in front of you, curl the toes to face up. Inhale, hug your left leg in, drop the knee out to the side, but then take your right leg to the top corner of your mat. Take your left hand behind you, right hand onto your left knee, lengthen the spine and twist. Keep pressing your right sit bones down and curling the toes of the right foot up. When you're ready, inhale, reach your left arm up, slide your right hand down and fold over your right leg. Lengthen through the side body. Come forward and around. Place your hand behind you and lift into your variation of Wild Thing. Dropping all the way down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Hook underneath the feet, lift the chest, open the heart. Bend the elbows outwards and fold forward. Coming back up to seated. Keep your right leg where it is. Extend the left leg out. Right hand behind you, left hand onto the knee. Twist to look over your right shoulder. Navel in, spine long. Inhale, reach your back arm up. And then lean over towards your left foot. Take the left arm out and reach it towards the toes. Breathe here, lengthening through the side of your body. Inhale, coming all the way up. Take your right hand behind you. Lift up, stretch through the front of your body. When you're ready, releasing all the way down, coming onto your back, and take your legs into happy baby. If you wish to rock a little from side to side, you can, or come into stillness. If you wish to peace grip the big toes and straighten the legs out, if that's what you feel you need. Bring the legs to center, take the arms out. Now, keep your right leg long, drop your left foot on the floor. Take your right hand and grab your left foot, the outer edge of your left foot. Drop that knee towards the earth, bend your right leg, let your left hand grab your right knee and pull it over so you've got your twisted, cat's got its tail. So your right hand is holding onto your left foot, your left hand is drawing your right knee down. Shoulders are both on the earth, the back of the shoulders, the shoulder blades. Inhaling, come back to center, hug both knees in. Extend your legs up. Now keep your right leg straight, keep your left leg straight, drop your right foot on the floor. Left hand goes and grabs onto the outer edge of the right foot as you bring that knee down. Now take a hold of your left knee with your right hand and twist over, looking over towards the left side, breathing here. Inhaling, coming all the way back to center. One more time to your happy baby. Legs straight up, hands out by the sides. See if you can find a weight into your lower back through the legs and a slight tilt of the pelvis away from you. Instead of pulling the legs in, drop them a little away until you can feel the weight of the legs balancing the back of the pelvis on the mat. Sense into your body to find this. Dropping your feet to the floor, just lengthen out for your Shavasana. When you're ready, just bending through the legs, rolling over to your preferred side, and then lifting yourself up to seated. And taking the hands together, Anjali Mudra, and bowing your head in gratitude for the practice. And remember the story of the Buddha when things get too muddy, too cloudy. Take some time out in stillness and allow the mind to settle, to find some clarity. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing the practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the mat soon.